Hey guys, it's your best boxing friends. I'm Kelsey. This is Rachel. Rachel, my life is crazy. Today, in my pajamas, I hang out, talk on the phone to George Foreman for 30 minutes. How did this happen? I don't even know how this happened.
Yeah, I don't know. How did it happen?
I'm getting hugs from John Jones. That's a story for another time. Hanging out with George Foreman. I mean, he's at his house or whatever. But, I'm talking to George Foreman, and man, it was fun. It was lots of fun. Imagine being a lifelong boxing fan like myself.
Yeah.
And just being able to talk to George Foreman for however long you want about whatever. It was pretty awesome.
Well, I know how this all started for you, which is you had a blog called The Boxing Stop.
It was on Blogspot.
Blogspot. And you were just blogging, like literal blogging, This was back, we moved to this area in 2006.
Yeah.
So it was somewhere, and I remember it was in that little yellow house
like
we were renting.
2006, yeah.
So it was between 2006 and 2008 at least. But yeah, and a site picked up one of your articles.
Yeah, it was part of Yardbarker, and then it got picked up by Fox Sports. I had written about Sugar Shane Mosley and Manny Pacquiao's fight. And then one day I went to Blogspot, and I was like, how are there thousands of views? Because it was usually like 13 or 6 or whatever. And then one day it was like 6,000 reads. And I was like, what happened? And I found out that. And then, fast forward to today, life is grand.
Well, what I really like about that story is when you started that blog, The Boxing Stop, it was because you enjoyed writing.
Yeah, I would do it anyway. I did this for free, and I would do it for free anyway. Like, it's what I would just do.
Like, you was something that you just enjoyed and that you just did. So, I don't know. Sometimes I go into things with the idea of, all right, I got to make money at this. How do I get, like, a bunch of views or a bunch of clicks or followers or...
Now, we obviously don't take that approach here.
or money. But, like, I go in with a very, like, results, outcome-focused kind of thing. And I find that sometimes that doesn't bring me joy or happiness or peace. And what I like about, like, the story of you as a boxing fan, that today, you interviewed, talked to George Foreman by phone while you're at home in your pajamas, that this started, and you would have had you didn't have an inkling of this back in 2006 when you had The Boxing Stop.
Oh, no. And even so today, I like what you said about being results focused rather than process focused. Today, I'm totally process focused. And then what I found just in my own life and that's only been in the last year or so that I've become this way. But what I found in doing that is that so many awesome things happen. They're like little surprises that happen. I didn't go out of the George Foreman thing came to me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The John Jones thing that happened came to me. All these little cool things that happen are little gifts from the universe or God or whatever you call that. And I'm really grateful for it. It's really awesome. To get to the topic of the show, which we'll talk about very briefly, one of the things George Foreman talked about, because George Foreman's life was like that too. I'll tie it to what our topic is. In that he told me today, and I'll leave a link to you in the show notes to an article I wrote, a pretty quick article I wrote about it, but that if he had come up, he was born maybe 10 or 20 years ago, he would probably choose the UFC over boxing because he didn't grow up. I mean, boxing was different back when he was growing up. Obviously, it was a bigger sport. But it's not like he had this idea that he was going to become heavyweight champion. He just happened, somebody saw it in him that he could be good at it. He started doing it because that guy believed in him. The next year, he won the gold medal at the Olympics. He thought it was the coolest thing ever. He never even thought about the next thing. And then, lo and behold, all these years later, he's one of the best, greatest all-time heavyweights ever, right?
Yeah. Well, there's a certain amount of humility that comes... I guess that I feel humbled when I hear that story, but in this way. Sometimes people use the term I'm so humbled in a weird way. And that's not what I mean, but I feel like this feeling came over me, and I can only describe it as humility, which is an acceptance. In my, like, I think humility is an acceptance of reality. It's being honest. And so it's to accept my reality is to accept it no matter what it is. So like George Foreman accepted, it sounded like he just accepted things as they came to him, and then this just happened.
Yeah.
This is what happened, like, in his life, was part of his journey. For some people it doesn't happen. But like I feel like if I'm looking for happiness and peace, I have to like just accept things as they happen. So should I become some big YouTube star, or should I like develop like these, nice, close, intimate relationships with our best boxing friends, right here, and this is what it is. Like, it's finding the happiness and the peace in the process, which I really do. Like, I like doing this show because I like doing this show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I never even, the YouTube stuff, like, we wanted to create this, and we do, and it's great.
Yeah,
and it's its own reward. Like,
well, and
I
I
never
even,
think
like,
about...
we have another YouTube show, right? Where Chelsea at the Movies
Yeah.
has way fewer subscribers. And, but yet, like, I really love doing it. Like, week after week, Like,
just part of our life, and I'm really grateful for it, for sure. We're really grateful for you, our best boxing friends. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing to, where else would you get weird little stories like this but here? I'm in my pajamas. I'm literally in my pajamas. Right? You're not going to get that. You might get some strange stories, but are the people going to be in their pajamas? Is there going to be that level of vulnerability? I don't think so. Are you getting uncomfortable when I get closer to you? Think about that for a little bit.